Annoying movie tropes or cliches are something I'd say we've all had our fair share of, but for me, 8 main ones really stand out, to the point where it really gets my blood boiling. And the first one is the damsel in distress. That's right, folks, the weirdest one of the bunch. This basically involves every single love interest in a movie that needs to be saved by an ominous or horrible threat. It gets especially strange for me when you can literally predict their behavior down to a goddamn T, brother. I mean, look at the Sam Raimi Spider-Man movies. They scream in every scene. Just to list some examples: Superman, Daredevil, Batman, Spider-Man 1, Spider-Man 2, Spider-Man 3, Spider-Man Homecoming, Spider-Man Far From Home, Spider-Man No Way Home, Spider-Man Coming Home, Spider-Man On the Home, Spider-Man In the Home, Honey, I'm Home, Spider-Man. Before people just sit here and say, that's just superhero movies. Alright, fine. What about Twilight, Titanic, Django Unchained, Avatar The Last Airbender, Avatar with the Blue People, Avatar Dancing with Wolves, Avatar with Mulan, Scott Pilgrim, Daredevil, King Kong, and 50 Shades of Grey?
What do you mean by that?
I don't know about that one. I'm pretty sure she needs saving in that one. A little bit, maybe? Okay, maybe not. Not to mention that sometimes, rather than giving either the main character or superhero more depth to their character, it's just annoying to put a character in a film that just bitches and moans constantly and constantly has to get saved. Amber from Invincible, I'm looking at you. If anything, she's worse, because she blames the hero for doing her job.
Why are we fighting?
We're fighting because you lied to me. You made me feel stupid and unimportant.
It's a secret identity.
Like, what? What? How? What the fuck? Whilst the damsel in distress can be annoying sometimes, some say it can be just as bad as the hero always winning cliche, which sometimes occurs in the same film. But trust me when I say that as someone who's watched films and TV shows non-stop for all my life, which is definitely strange for an Aussie, especially superhero media, this gets so overused and repetitious. I'm fine with it if there's a message in it. For example, like, Spider-Man 1 is about becoming who you are. In Spider-Man 2, it's about responsibility and doing what's necessary, and not what you want. In Spider-Man 3, it's about revenge and corruption of power. But if you're just making a film without character development or a good story arc, then the cliche becomes so obvious and so annoying. It's such an underlying issue. And whilst the hero always winning trope can be annoying and very repetitive, it's nowhere near as bad as the strong female lead trope or cliche, where they're just a big fucking Mary Sue. Like in Captain Marvel, she just beats everyone up. She never struggles to destroy anyone and always wins. Even in Rey in Star Wars, she just received 0 training and is already competent enough to use Jedi mind tricks. She hasn't even thrown a rock with the Force yet. Like, what the fuck? And now she's like manipulating people's minds and shit. And that's not even it. Wonder Woman and She-Hulk, they're literally everywhere. I mean, take these 2 examples. It almost seems like they made movies based around characters that seem to already be perfect with 0 flaws. And if you say that, then people just label you as sexist. It's okay to make her powerful. You just need to build the character up and eventually give her a personality and some substance. Like Toph from Avatar The Last Airbender, for example, she's probably one of my most favorite characters ever. It's not even about gender. In fact, I actually think it's sexist to disagree because you're depriving female characters of good writing. Now, this cliche for most people is like eating plain Vegemite. It kind of makes you curious at first, but then later on you get to experience the aids. There are just too many cases of this happening in too many films. Plot twists. With films like Incredibles, Frozen 2, Incredibles 2, Transformers 3, Fantastic Beasts: Where to Find Them, Monsters Inc., Toy Story 2, Coco, Scooby-Doo 1, Lightyear, Zootopia, Big Hero 6, Tangled, Wreck-It Ralph, and Toy Story 3. Oh, and Star Wars Rise of Skywalker. This one's a fake death with a plot twist as well. Oh my god! 2 shit tropes in one. And these are only just some of the examples. There are so many of them though. It's always introduced at the most random and predictable times. Like if you're gonna do it right, do it like Coco or even Into the Spider-Verse, like using Uncle Aaron as the Prowler or some shit. I mean, for fuck's sake, Toy Story did it twice in a row. And so did Incredibles. And they're both part of Pixar. Incredibles 2 had the worst twist villain I've ever seen. It was so predictable and shit. She was so boring. And it was so obvious too.
I'll be damned. She knew.
What is that, bro?
Up next, we have the romance trope. To explain in detail what this trope is referring to, basically every time people are supposed to be polar opposites and are never supposed to end up with each other. Or the couple were never meant to be together and had to break up. But oh, I forgot, let's make sure we get together by the end of the movie so we can finally end this shit. Also, I have to mention, how come every time someone takes off glasses, they automatically become hot in a movie? Like, what the fuck? Mia in Princess Diaries, Spider-Man 1, She's All That, Can't Buy Me Love, Scooby-Doo 2, Miss Congeniality, Superman, My Big Fat Greek Wedding. Like, where the fuck does this shit even come from, bro? Apparently if you just take glasses off, it gives you 7 more points on the look Richter scale. What the fuck is this shit? I'm fucked. I don't wear glasses. How do I up my looks? What the fuck is this shit? Come on, man. Most of the time, though, it's portrayed in a way where they want to ship a specific couple together. But when that happens, it just puts them in a situation where they're cheating. Then they deal with absolutely 0 consequences, and then they play it off like a happy ending. Haha, fuck off. The movie and relationships are solely based on like a fantasy. No one even finds their wife or girlfriend like this. It's unrealistic. No one treats them like this. It's so stupid. Movies like No Strings Attached, Friends with Benefits, The Notebook, After We Collided, all those fucking cringy ass weird movies. In The Notebook, the guy is hanging off the Ferris wheel. No one is doing that. For pussy. I'm sorry. You're just not. And before you say, you just named every single romance film. No, I didn't. You want to watch a good romance film? Watch 500 Days of Summer or When We First Met, okay? That is good writing. People really be writing romance films like One Piece has episodes. Bruh, just hurry up and get the fuck together already. Holy shit. Next we have what I like to call the gang or the unit. Basically where there are a minimum of 3 people in a group, which can usually go up to 4 or 5. What I mean by like the unit or the gang is basically there's always a group in a movie where one person is a literal dumbass and the other person is like a genius. And then the third one is like the prophet or the chosen one or like athletic. And before you talk shit, there's a bloody movie called Cabin in the Woods, which literally makes fun of this trope, where they literally have a group name the individuals as virgin, athlete, fool, scholar, and whore, which, get this, is a horror movie about other horror movie cliches. You can't make this up, bro. And examples where this happens is like Harry Potter, Percy Jackson and the Lightning Thief, Goonies. Like, it's literally everywhere. People are gonna sit here and say, well, that's just, cause they're in a group. Yeah, well, what about Lord of the Rings then? What about the Ring Bearer group? For example, Frodo, Samwise, Gollum. Which one is the idiot? You tell me which one the idiot is. And don't say that motherfucker is Frodo either. Being nice doesn't mean you're stupid. Gollum, what about him? He might be ugly, but he sure as shit ain't stupid, bro. He's ugly as fuck too, but he definitely ain't dumb. And it always feels the same with like the exact same dynamic, the same back and forth humor.
Hey, Mia, you better hide your baby or...
Better hide that big ass forehead.
The same approach to every situation. Like there's always some high IQ Houdini looking ass puzzle that gets solved by the smartest person in the group. Up next, we have the villain speech or monologue, one that can sometimes feel so fucking dry. Whether it's convincing the hero to join the other side or elaborately explaining to them what they're gonna do next, or what their plan even is. They really be giving them a map and instructions on how to fuck them up the bum. They really be equivalent to calling out the move before you fucking do it. Like in anime, like in Demon Slayer. Examples of movies where this is like prevalent is General Zod in Man of Steel, Green Goblin in Spider-Man, Raul Silva in Skyfall, Thanos in Avengers. Not to mention when they give this speech, sometimes they offer the hero to join them. And it never happens. I think I said that before.
I have a job for you. Country needs you.
I'm Canadian.
But it like literally never happens. It's so annoying. You know they're just not gonna join them. And lastly, we have the retired hitman or assassin. However, this villain trope is slightly different compared to the past cliches. It's not nearly as annoying as the other ones on the list, but it's still so prevalent and repetitive. Like someone's dog dying, family is captured, identity is found, and you're too dangerous to be kept alive. Or girlfriend or wife is captured. Or fucking baby's son's nephew's grandma's dog is captured. So they come out of retirement, fuck some shit up, and murder everyone, and then get their revenge, and then people they care about. Like Jason Bourne, John Wick, Hitman's Bodyguard, Nobody, James Bond, Terminator, Taken, Gemini Man. Sometimes it's just not even about saving anyone. It's just like a sequel or some shit all over again. If you enjoyed the video, don't be scared to like and subscribe. Also, my next video is in the top left of the screen where I rate every single athlete. Be sure to check that one out. Also, my socials are pretty much like everywhere on the screen. Alright, I'll see you guys later. Take it easy, big dogs.